Welcome to this week's Practice Makes Perfect. And Steve, we're down at the lovely little Cheltenham golf course again at the practice putting green.
I love the putting green here. It's got a lot of undulations and different putts that you can practice.
It's a good test, mate. Now, a few weeks ago we discussed the mighty game putter that's going very, very well indeed. It's a great little putter, this, but we're going to actually take our putting to the nth degree, Steve, and we're going to test ourselves with a little thing called the Bullseye.
Right.
A very simple little product that actually clips into the hole and reduces the aperture, the size of the hole, or the gap, for you to hopefully concentrate more and have more focus in the middle of the hole.
I normally have one of those when I'm playing. It's like a goalkeeper almost that stops the ball.
Like a little
going
hand
in.
comes out.
Yeah,
and goes like
that's
that,
right. So we're actually simulating that ourselves,
We
are
are
we?
indeed. But
Yeah.
this is a very, very simple device, and I think that you'll be fairly impressed with this. It's as I say, it's simple enough. All it does is it clips into the hole and reduces the size of it. But you know, taking it one step further, we discussed our friend Sasha Novak's Laws of Accuracy book a few series ago, and he suggests that you putt from a short distance, 100 putts, get those 100 putts, and then increase your distance in sort of shortish increments up to a metre. So if you use his philosophy of repetition over certain distances without missing, and then going and then building up, and this particular little product, you should be a fairly good putter, Steve.
It's a triangular synergy. You've got the equipment, the training device, and the training curriculum that you're using, and you put all those together, you've got a great mix. So let's see how it works, John.
Yeah, sure. So it's just it clips into the hole there like that. Now,
now I'll just pull that out again. Let's see how easy that is. So
Yeah.
so the holes are pretty well put in here at Cheltenham. They do a good job on the ground
They do.
staff, and of course this will even help keep the shape of the hole, because sometimes the holes do wear in.
Yep.
So that's pretty easy. So that's about half of the hole gap there.
Sure. So I'll just probably get about 2 feet away,
That's generous.
and start from there, and see if we can. See, that didn't go straight in, but
Ooh, that was borderline,
It was borderline
rebound, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Just off the post. That's in the centre.
So we might just go a little bit further and see what happens when we do miss.
It's hard for you, John.
Can't miss,
No.
Steve. So, but it's a great little device that really does keep you focused. And if you wanted to spend some time, focusing on the middle of the hole, and there you go, it's pretty good. It really does build up your confidence. And
It's interesting because the target that we use, we almost become accustomed to the size of it. So if the hole was twice as large,
Yeah.
we would get lazy
Yeah,
and
sure.
actually not focus on the central point of the hole. So this actually really brings our focus down
you
even
can feel
more.
you're really focusing
Yep.
right in that little
Yep.
little spot there, and
And that spot's on the direction of the ball rolling too. So
Yeah.
obviously you're actually getting a better idea for your roll,
Yeah.
because that is the spot where the ball is entering the hole.
sure.
The side of the hole gives us a bit of an out to make it bigger, but we really want to focus on that roll point where it drops in.
So as a coach, what would you think, Steve? Do you think it's a good sort of discipline to get into?
It's an excellent discipline because it can measure the outcomes of our stroke and
Right.
keep us focused where we need to be. That is on the line and
Yeah.
the entry point of the ball. So that's the major thing. I'd actually like to see it even narrower.
Wow.
And you there's probably an advanced version, I imagine, or there's an idea out there for any Bullseye
Yeah,
people there,
indeed, yeah.
an advanced version of that to actually bring it even more, so we could get it so the ball just fits in. But that's a great starting point, and the routine with the Sasha Novak drills
Yes.
is perfect, because it's really going to give you that repetition, and confidence builds through competence,
Yeah.
and that's the real way to
Indeed,
to
and I
do
think a
that.
lot of bad putters go out there and say, I'm a bad putter, I'm going to miss. But if you spend a bit of time doing this and really build up that confidence, you'd walk up and you can most putts. So,
You will, because you'll have the confidence,
Indeed.
and that's only built, as I said, through the technique.
so Steve, as a professional, what would you rate that, mate, out of 5?
I'd give it 4 golf balls out of 5. I see nothing wrong with it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to change it as we speak. I'll give it 5 golf balls out of 5, because it gives us that evaluation, and it's not like putting it to a tee in the green that we normally do.
Instant feedback. you know.
Instant feedback, and the ball can drop in as well.
Well, there you go. I'll give it 4 out of 5, and that's this week's Practice Makes Perfect. Richard, we're on the first at Long Island, and we're going to go through a couple of scenarios on the green, mate. So
Yes.
So what do you find? A few little tricky rules that people don't know of on the greens.
Probably the one that we come across most of all is when the ball moves
Yes.
after it's been addressed,
Okay.
and the rule that relates to that. So in a nutshell, if the ball moves after you've addressed it,
Right.
it's a 1-stroke penalty, and the ball has to be replaced.
Well, it's a bit tricky, but you know it's something that's part of the rules, and you've got to comply with. So you would suggest that when you're marking your ball in windy conditions on slick greens, that you don't ground your club. Is that the best thing to do?
Well, it's not a bad idea, because if you address, or if you don't address the ball, and by addressing it really, you need to have taken your stance and put the putter on the ground or grounded the club behind the ball.
Okay.
So if you've taken your stance but you haven't grounded the club,
Yeah.
and the ball moves, it's no penalty, and play the ball as it lies.
Okay. Interesting.
If you've grounded it,
yeah.
and it moves, 1-stroke penalty, put it back. If you've grounded it and it moves and you don't put it back, 2-stroke penalty.
Wow, you're getting tougher as it goes along here, mate. There you go. Now, what happens if you mark your ball?
Yes.
You're going to play your shot, and all of a sudden the wind blows the ball. You haven't grounded your club.
Yep.
Maybe blows the ball 5-6 feet, and it's a slick green. It's downhill. What happens there? Do you replace it where you marked
No,
it?
you play the ball as it lies.
Richard, you're getting tougher as we go, mate. So you've got. So you could be sort of stone dead.
Yes.
You're ready to putt. The wind blows the ball 6 feet, 8 feet off. You've got to play it from where it lies.
Yep. If you haven't addressed it and it's blown away, you've got to play it from where it lies.
Very interesting. A lot of people don't know that, and I'm very glad you brought that up, Richard, just in case it happens to me at a crucial point. So thanks again for your commitment and your involvement with GolfZone. It's been very informative and very enjoyable indeed. So thanks again,
pleasure.
Richard.
No problem.
Okay. Well, Golf Zoners, we're closing in another episode of GolfZone. I hope you enjoyed that. And Steve, what I thought was very, very helpful indeed was a little sort of putting device where you showed us how to read sort of putts with borrows and where to come in from. Very, very, very well done, I thought.
Thanks, John. It was also interesting to see how that device could also be used for straight putts. So it had many uses.
It did indeed. A very simple little product, but very effective. So just on that, if you want any information on any products we cover in Practice Makes Perfect, just go to the website. They're all there, along with the competitions page, Steve.
That's right. And speaking of competitions, if you can answer a very simple question, register your details on our website. You could be in the running for the Explainer.
That's our
end of series prize.
Yep.
Courtesy of the Golf Science Centre. We've also got our weekly prizes of our Peter Croker DVD and our GolfZone accessory pouch pack, which are available each week.
Indeed, mate. So log into the website, and thanks for watching GolfZone. For the time being, I'm John Lyons.
And I'm Steve Katib.
Good golfing, and stay in the zone.